Let's go over the stocks that we are watching for this week to keep you guys prepared on what to expect. Make sure to go to sundaystocktalk.com for a completely free newsletter which gets sent right into your email news box newsletter, which is really cool. You guys can also sign up for a free trial. I do have two very exclusive plays that are only in the newsletter. We're talking about a $12 blue chip stock with huge upside potential. So if you guys do want to check that out, make sure to start the free trial on sundaystocktalk.com. Subscribe with notifications on, and make sure to follow me on X or Twitter for updates. So let's get started first with the economic as well as the catalyst of earnings. So we have a lot of earnings going on this week. We got Microsoft, we have Google, we have Snapchat, we have Visa, all reporting tomorrow after market hours. On Wednesday, we have Boeing, we got Meta, we got IBM, reporting on Wednesday after market close. And then we have Amazon, Intel, Ford, Chipotle, all on Thursday after market close. And then on Friday we got Exxon Mobil. And then next week we have Apple reporting on November 2nd. So we got huge massive earnings. If we take a look at Tesla stock was down over 15% last week because of its earnings report. So expect huge market volatility. So this might not be the week to trade. Might just be like a relaxing week, not trade this week, and then be back after next week, because we do have a lot of catalysts and earnings which are going to disrupt the market. So let's go over to technical analysis. We talked about the earnings and how we have this news going into the play, and it's going to be really a tornado and a storm because we don't know what to expect with these hit or miss catalysts. Now, I'm taking a look at QQQ specifically today because QQQ is the tech ETF. So we're taking a look at a massive descending triangle on the setup for QQQ, and a lot of stocks look like this, which we'll be going over. Apple looks like this, Tesla looks like this. So this is a major trend that is happening right now in the tech sector. We have a level of support where we keep bouncing off of, we have a level of resistance, and we're hanging in very tight. Now the problem with this is, yes, we can play the bounce, but at the end of the day, the deciding factor is going to be the earnings. Tomorrow after market close, it is going to decide if we break to the downside or if we hold this level. So at the end of the day, yes, technical analysis does look good, but we have to wait it out. This is a very important thing to remember, that we have to wait it out until Google, Microsoft, Snapchat, and Meta report earnings, because we have to watch in and what these catalysts have to say, and these catalysts and what happens tomorrow and the day after on Wednesday as well as Thursday decide if we break to the downside. Okay, that is going to be the deciding factor, because most likely, even if we do break to the downside, we're going to have a gap, because when we have earnings, those are during after hours. So we're going to have a massive gap. So that is one thing to watch for, and the best thing is to really just not trade for QQQ. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait it out and see what happens after Tuesday, after Wednesday, and after Thursday. And then once we wait it out and we're just kind of trading sideways or whatnot, and then we can take a look at the technical analysis. So for now, we need to hold 354 level for us to be bullish. We need to hold this level. If we start breaking this level tomorrow, that is going to be bad, and that is going to be bearish. Now, if we do break that to the downside, we do have our next level of support at 347, but then we have really broken this descending triangle. And just like any other descending triangle, if we do break this to the downside, psychologically this is a bearish pattern, and it is not going to look good for the tech ETF and the QQQ. Next, we have the Dow, which are the top 30 stocks in the stock market. So Home Depot, McDonald's, really the top 30 American stocks in the stock market. And we're taking a look at the Dow, which is sitting at a level of support. The Dow also includes some of the top banks, but critically top 30 American stocks. We're taking a look at the Dow, and we are sitting at a massive level of support, just like QQQ. Now the Dow looks even more interesting because we have been trading sideways since November 2022, so more than a year now, where we have just been trading sideways. So we're at this critical level of support, and the risk to reward does look nice to play calls to the upside with a stop loss below 328. So this is going to be the theme and the trend for this week. We need to hold the level of support. If we do not, and if we break it to the downside, that is going to be bearish. So the Dow does look bullish only if we hold this level of support. Let's take a look at the weekly time frame, and the Dow does look very, very interesting. Definitely a great nice strategy here. Now this could also be a nice great short to the downside, but taking a look at the RSI and the other indicators, we are pointing right now to a very bullish indication for the Dow right now. Next, we have Tesla. So I am loving Tesla. Okay, let's take a look at Tesla earnings. Tesla stock dropped 15%. This is going to be a great time to buy the dip on Tesla stock to play the bounce. So we're taking a look at Tesla on the daily time frame, and we can see that we have a nice critical level. 212 is a major level of support. Okay, we are at this level sitting right now. This is going to be our stop loss. If we close below 212 on the daily time frame, that is going to be the stop loss for Tesla. Now this is going to be a nice longer term play. You could also play the bounce, but I'm taking a look at Tesla. This could be a nice risk to reward on shares. We have some very nice upside potential, 12% at least, because of the earnings drops. Keep in mind that we dropped because of the earnings report, and now we have found a nice level of support. So as long as if you have this stop loss, the risk to reward is going to be worth it for Tesla stock. Our upside is 15% to price target of 241 as well as 253. So I did leave a tweet or a X on Tesla stock. The psychology looks nice and incredible. Next, we have Apple, and this is going to be a options play. So Tesla was more of a long-term, leaps, shares, all of that. Apple is going to be a 1 month out call option play. We're taking a look at Apple. We talked about this setup before. We have a descending triangle, and we are at a critical level of support for Apple stock. Now, Apple has earnings next week, November 2nd. So November 2nd is going to be the earnings report for Apple. So I'm waiting until November 2nd. After November 2nd, depending on, what happens, as long as if we hold this level of support, I want to enter in a month out call for Apple. I think Apple is going to be an incredible play for December, and I'm going to make a whole video and a whole watch list and Sunday Stock Talk newsletter on this. But we have the holidays coming up, we have Christmas coming up, and typically those times are very, very bullish for the market, historically speaking. So December is going to be a huge month, and I do not want to miss out on Apple call options. I'll be taking a look at 1 month call options on Apple to play this massive breakout out of the descending triangle. So I'm going to be waiting after earnings, which are on November 2nd, and after November 2nd I'll make an updated video on the YouTube channel. Subscribe with the notifications on, and I do have 2 more plays, but those are exclusive to the Sunday Stock Talk newsletter. So if you guys want to see the 2 exclusive plays that I've posted, they are on SundayStockTalk.com. You can subscribe for $9.99 per month, or you can have the lifetime plan. But I have a play, a $12 stock, a blue chip stock with a huge upside potential, 200%, 100% at least. So make sure to check that out on SundayStockTalk.com, and see you guys later. Take care.